favorite. The murderous killer of the high seas. Who is Deadliest? It's a duel to the death to decide who is the deadliest warrior.
Alright, now for episode 5, the first episode of season 2 of my Deadliest Warrior spoof series. And today's matchup is the pirate versus the Roman Centurion. Alright, for the background story, the pirates were pretty much rebels from England and whatnot, whatever country they were from pretty much, and they ransacked royal ships, mainly England and Spain, and they ruled the Caribbean for nearly 200 years. And the Roman Centurion were the elite Roman soldiers. The non-elite were the legionnaires. Yeah, they were pretty much the leaders. And when I come back, I'm going to talk about the armor and weapons. Alright, now to talk about the armor and weapons. The pirates had no armor, so all I gotta talk about is the Roman Centurion. Their armor was made of steel plates that were formed pretty much in the shape of a t-shirt. So that's pretty much it. And headgear, well, the pirates' main headgear wasn't any helmet or something. It's just mainly a hat or a bandana or something. Normally officers and captains wore hats and the rest wore bandanas, but you can get a hat at any time. The Roman Centurion, on the other hand, had a helmet that pretty much makes the pirate's hat look puny. Now this helmet will definitely protect you in a battle. I mean, just wearing this damn thing, I feel safe already. Although normally underneath these cheek flaps there'd be ropes where you tie it together. Although those left scars, and that's how neighboring empires knew if you were a Roman, because if you had a chin strap scar there. And the Romans also carried a shield, so yeah. Alright, now on to the weapons. The primary weapon for the Roman Centurion was the pilum, or javelin. It's pretty much just a spear shaft with a spike at the end. So it was meant to be used as a spear, or you could throw it. Next up is the Roman secondary weapon, which is their gladius. Now it's smaller than the gladiators' gladius because, hey, the gladiators needed that long distance in order to fight. This was just a small sword. So yeah, but it's your normal sword types, your normal sword uses. You can hack, chop, slice, cut, stab, whatever. So yeah, now on to the pirate. The pirate's first weapon is the flintlock musket. Here's a long distance view of it, so you can see the whole thing. Now this thing took about 5 minutes to load and everything, considering the guns back then, but yeah, it's mainly just meant to shoot. Not much has changed in the modern era. And then there's the knife part on the end called the bayonet, and that's used to stab people in case your musket ran out of ammo, which was quite often because you could only fire one shot and it would take 5 minutes to load anyway. Alright, now on to the second weapon for the pirate. The flintlock pistol. This is the same as the flintlock musket. It takes about 3 minutes to load. You just shoot it. Pull the trigger and it just shoots. Once again, it's 1 round. So another 3 minutes to load, and then you're back in action. And then there's the pirate's last weapon, which is the cutlass, or their sword. Now, the Roman Centurion didn't really have a sword fighting technique. They just hacked and chopped at whatever they had. The pirates, on the other hand, knew how to sword fight, because they knew how to block, they knew to go for the head, and they knew how to thrust. And there was also a bunch of footwork that also came into that. So yeah, so the pirate has more weapons than the Roman Centurion. So alright, when I come back, we'll see who our deadliest warrior is, now that I've got all the info in, of course. Really looking forward to this one.
Ugh!